And we have our next submitter, Phillippa Landy, waiting to address us. And once you're there, Phillippa, if you just wanted to unmute yourself, which will always make for a much more constructive conversation. There we are. Great. We've received your written submission. We can hear you perfectly. And
okay, I don't know why you can't see me. I'm not sure why you can't see me. However, I will
later, but we can hear you.
Okay, I will just go. Te kina te mauri o te wāhine, te kina te tapu o te whare tangata, te kina te mana o ngā tamariki, me mokopuna, tihe mauri ora. I reserve my right as a sovereign woman to speak before the select committee representing the Crown. I wish to draw your particular attention to Article 2 in He Whakaputanga, Article 2 in Te Tirito Waitangi. I also wish to remind the Crown we are in a partnership, not a dictatorship, and we are also supposed to be living in a democracy, not under totalitarian rule. The transgender ideology lie sweeping the world, and indeed this government is bigger than Father Christmas. However, this lie is harmful to children. This lie will tear the whānau unit asunder. This lie causes harm, sometimes fatal, to women and children. Boys and men do not have periods. Women and girls do not have a penis. Women get impregnated by men. Men do not get pregnant. These are biological facts which children know from an early age. Despite some adults being confused by these biological facts, they still remain facts. Rainbow Youth, Inside Out, and any other gender bender organisations have no place, no right, and certainly no reason to be in our schools. I have read the homophobic document being presented to schools as guidelines. Absolute and utter nonsense. This is normalising sexual activity in prepubescent children. This is teaching children to mistrust their own friends and whānau. This will further muddy the waters for identifying and assisting children already being sexually abused. Ultimately, is this a form of grooming? This is introducing children to unnecessary, confusing, intrusive questions by strangers who do not know them, their whānau, or their situation. Children questioning their identity before they even know what an identity is. I ask again, is this grooming? Let children be children. Masculine and feminine traits exist in us all. Children chop and change who they present as in play and in life as they see fit at the time, exploring who they are and helping to determine who they will become. This is totally normal. Any child that shows more tendencies or traits of the opposite to their sex observed at birth does not need to be taught 57 varieties of gender soup, affirmed, isolated from their whānau, and medically transitioned immediately. This is not normal. The notion that you will have the right to prosecute parents et al. For not believing in and reinforcing a flawed ideology is quite simply preposterous. I do not have to believe what you believe, any more than you have to believe what I believe. This is freedom of speech in a democratic society. It is impossible to trans the gay away. This is another hastily cobbled together with indecent haste piece of legislation that stinks right alongside the others. BDMRR, surrogacy, adoption, conversion therapy, and then what you possibly perceive to be the coup de grace hate speech to silence any and all naysayers. What is really going on? To have so many important pieces of legislation rushed through with indecent haste, all deeply concerning for women and children, without proper consultation, with dangerously vague and obscure wording. What is the rush? All of these bills affect women and children, placing women and children in harm's way, some even before they are born. Overreaching authority is most unbecoming in a democratic society. I do not agree to conversion therapy, even though there is no evidence to support it is happening in New Zealand. I note, offence to perform conversion practice on a person under age 18 or lacking decision-making capacity. However, when talking about affirming children, there is no age or decision-making capacity taken into consideration. Gender affirmation is misinforming, taking and abusing our youth, possibly subjecting them to a life of depression and medical misery. When it turns into an even sadder detransition saga, who will be there? Will it be the glittery blue and pink rainbow educators who sold out the child? No. Will it be ACC, No. Will it be the doctors that perform these unnecessary removals, insertions and reconstructions, macabrely mutilating bits and pieces of healthy children's bodies? No. Will it be the media that lied about it? No. Will it be the government that made the laws? No. Will it be the government ministers that pushed and peddled this nonsense? No. We know who will be there, the whānau, the parents, the cousins, the aunties and uncles, the friends, the community, with not a perpetrator in sight. Follow the money, where it comes from and how it got there. What does it pay for and how much has it already brought? A $34 trillion industry for Big Pharma, did you know? Who is getting paid and sponsored to support this flawed ideology? Who benefits from this? Certainly not the children in whānau. It's my TED talk.
I was just going to say, very good timing, Phillippa, because I was just going to say, we've had your 5 minutes of submission. We can hear that you're very, very passionate about it. From personal experience, I know that Inside Out and Rainbow Youth are doing some really, really good work out there. So I do have to say for the record that, you know, they have been doing really good supportive work as well. But we do hear the passion in your voice, and we thank you for your time to the committee today.
Okay, there's just no need to educate prepubescent children. No need whatsoever.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Our next